If I ask you about the weirdest song in Baldur's Gate 3, then what would be your answer? If you take too long to answer this question, then let me help you find it. If you play as the Dark Arch, then one night in early game, Alfira will come to your camp and tell you that she wants to join your party. But if you kill or knock out Alfira before that night, then you will see a replacement character instead of her. This is Quill. She will ask for shelter in your camp. She will also sing for you. Once you complete your initial conversation with her and agree to give her shelter, then you will get a dialogue option to request her to sing. Let me show you.
Oh my! Are you sure?
The meaning of these two lines are, "Oh my valley, you are so beautiful." Unfortunately, Quill doesn't survive the night, just like Alfira. When you come near Emerald Grove for the first time, a cutscene triggers where Aradin requests Zevlor to open the gate. When Kanon tries to open the gate, he gets injured and dies. After that fight, many players miss a cutscene near Kanon's corpse.
He's not breathing! Go find a healer!
Do not embarrass yourself. He is gone.
No!
Here, if you say Arca to take revenge, then you'll get approval from LAE'ZEL and SHADOWHEART. After that, Arca will go to the prison and kill Saza unless you stop her from doing so. When you first talk to Anders, he asks you to kill KARLACH and promises you a great reward for that. Actually, he promises to give you a sword, but I was curious to know what would happen if I stole the sword from him before talking to him. I used command drop and fog cloud to steal the sword. Then I talked to him. So weird. He didn't have the sword, still he showed the sword in the cutscene. However, after that I killed KARLACH and completed the task. Now let's see what happens. But before reporting to Anders, when I checked my inventory, the sword was no longer there. Even Anders didn't have the sword. Look at his shoulder. Let's talk to him. Again in the cutscene he showed the sword, though he didn't actually have it. Even after the cutscene I didn't see my promised reward in my inventory. It was quite surprising. Before moving further, I have a request. Please hit the subscribe button to get more contents like this. It costs you only a few seconds but fills my heart with joy and all my hard works get paid off. So please do this. If you fail to make peace between Aradin and Zevlor after the Grove entrance fight, then Aradin will leave Emerald Grove. Later you will find him near the entrance of Blighted Village. Now let me tell you something amazing. Here, if you talk to him as a cleric, you will get a chance to offer him a prayer. But the developers took it to the next level by adding different dialogue options according to the deities of the cleric. Just imagine different dialogue options for different classes and races, and the diversity just keeps going even for subcategories. The conversation details in this game are insane. Let me show you.
That's true, isn't it? My crew gave those nasty little shites as good as they got. Good point. For a religious type. Which one's you got again? The man Tempest knows what he's talking about. That's true. Without these lads, we'd have been cooked. Honor their suffering. Please. This was a good crew. They deserve better. Right, yeah, I bet. See you on the road, mate. Folks like us ain't got unanswered questions. We got contracts to finish and mouths to feed. See you on the road, mate. Nothing the lads would hate more than a judge waiting for them up there. Whatever that means. See you on the road, mate. That's true, isn't it? My crew gave those nasty little shites as good as they got. Good point. Save your breath. They're too dead to hear you.
If you side with Marina's brothers during the argument with Ethel, then later Ethel will insult you for that when you go to her house. But if you are playing as a barbarian, you will get a different dialogue option where you can reply to her in bold attitude. But still, it wouldn't be enough for you to stop Ethel from insulting you. Let me show you.
You'd best have one hells of an apology for me, young lady. How shocking. Another barbarian with all brawn and no brains. You know, I was gonna give you a swift kick up the arse and show you the door. But I think you and I could have a bit of fun together.
When you first meet the Githyanki patrol in Mountain Pass, you will see a red dragon with them. A cutscene will trigger where the dragon will brutally kill the enemy soldiers. After seeing this, all your party members will have a unique reaction to that, and most of them will tell you to avoid a fight against the Githyankis. However, in a single playthrough you will see only one companion's reaction. But I reloaded the game several times to see everyone's reaction to this. Let me show you.
You'd have to be a fool to pick a fight with that lot. Best to keep away for now.
With the right troops, I could take them. With you, I'm not so sure.
I hate to be negative, but those Gith will carve you up like a goose.
A red dragon. I envy its knight. Would that I rode such a steed. A crash must be near. Come, my kin await.
Stay clear of those Gith. Even the Blade of Frontiers has his limits.
Facing that lot would be suicide. At least for now.
Those Gith look like a fight and a half. Best keep away from them for now.
Now let's talk about a thing that most of the players miss at the beginning of the game. After the Grove entrance fight, if you enter the Grove, you will see an argument between Aradin and Zevlor. Here, if you choose the third dialogue option and later if you let Aradin punch Zevlor, then Zevlor gets knocked out and you can loot the Hellrider Sprite glove very early in the game. It is one of the best early game gloves that you shouldn't miss. After that, if you talk to Zevlor, everything will be normal without any consequences. In Act 2, there are certain NPCs that die in front of your eyes, but you cannot do anything about this. But I took a challenge and tried to save all the 5 threatened NPCs like this in Act 2. I was pretty much successful in my mission, which I have shown in this video. You can watch it by clicking here. Visit my channel to get more Baldur's Gate 3 videos like this. Subscribe if you like. Till then, have a nice day. Goodbye.